Αγαπητοί φίλοι, γεια σας και Χριστός Ανέστη σε όλους σας από όπου μας παρακολουθείτε. Welcome to this special cooking segment, one of the many that are going to follow with our cooking story series. Today we're going to celebrate a traditional Castellorizian sweet. Cooking is not only about food, it's about beautiful memories. When that aroma wafts through the kitchen, it brings memories of family gatherings, it brings memories of our childhood and beautiful special moments that we share around the table. So food is not only about the ingredients, it's about traditions that are passed down from generation to generation lovingly. So today we're going to honor one of those traditions, and which is going to carry on our culture that we're going to pass down to our young generation. So we're very privileged today, dear friends, to have with us these beautiful ladies that are from the cooking class subcommittee, the Kazi Ladies Cooking Class Subcommittee. And I'll start with Rose, Phyllis, Pam and Frankie. And last but not least, our coordinator, Helen. She's a wonderful lady and I'm very grateful that she's organized this segment. It's taken a lot of time and organization, so thank you so much, Helen.
Thanks, Anna.
So today, those beautiful hands and ladies are going to take us through the stories and the tradition of this beautiful Castellorizian sweet, which is the katumaria. So I'll start with you, Helen.
Yes, thank you.
So can you tell us a little bit about the story of the katumari?
Yeah. Now, katumaria were made on the beautiful island of Castellorizian. It's an eastern island of Greece, and a lot of Castellorizians migrated here, and we've kept the traditions with the cooking. Now, katumaria are cooked for special occasions, Anna, whether they're baptisms, weddings, engagements, name days, birthdays, and also each year our ladies from the subcommittee make katumaria for the apokries, and we thoroughly enjoy doing it. Now, the first stage, we're going to see Phyllis making the dough. So if we could ask you, Phyllis, to start making the dough, you'll find Phyllis will use 750 grams of flour, and add the water by hand. Everything's done by hand with the katumaria. And if you ever want our recipe, we have a book that was published in 2016.
Well done. I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, from the Greek kitchen to yours.
And I believe those ladies have been cooking since 2011, which is...
Yes, we have.
And you have lovely classes for adults, but now you've started class for children.
Children and the youth. So we have classes throughout the year. And you'll notice with the katumari, the water is added slowly until you get a soft dough. It has to be a nice consistency dough. Now, on the island of Castellorizian, these ladies never used a recipe, and notice they use flour, water, sugar and cloves and lots and lots of butter. The katumari needs lots and lots
Great
of
for the
butter.
waistline.
Yes. And you'll see how much we use during the process. Now, as you can see through the bowl, that Phyllis has to mix it right down to the bottom to get the dough the right consistency. And it does stick to your hands.
So do you keep adding flour then?
No, she'll keep going. She knows. We measure, when we did this recipe for the book, we had every part of it measured. How much butter we use at each stage, how much
very
water.
precise, yes.
But would you believe, depending on the weather, Anna, whether we add more water or more less water on the day, and it makes
Does the
a
quality
difference.
of flour make a difference as well?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you've got to have the right quality. Now,
That's
Phyllis is
very sticky, yes.
yes. Now Phyllis is going to try and get most of that dough off her hands. Go and wash her hands, and Rose is going to start kneading the dough on a flour. Now it's just flour on the bench.
Yep. Ready? Okay.
And take his bowl away. Thank you, Frankie. Now the dough has to be worked so it becomes elastic when
Okay.
we roll out. Now what will happen now, it has to be kneaded for 10 minutes. So we're only going to show the start of the kneading, just on a flour surface.
Now I can see why it's not been made a lot more often.
It's
a lot of
time
work.
consuming, very
Yes,
time.
but
And-
it's delicious, right?
And you might think, oh gosh, is it ever going to work out perfectly? But with gatumari, we found, because we have lots of workshops making it, that it always works out. You've just got to be positive about the dough and the rolling of it. So now, Rose, we're going to pass this on to Pam. Thank you.
Come on, Pen.
Here we are, Pam. Yeah. And Pam's going to keep kneading it. We haven't got the time for that now. And then Rose will wash her hands.
Magically, the magic of TV. we have one ready. Yes.
Now what we did, we made a dough this morning, and we left half the dough here, but the other half we've got ready-made to trial at the end.
Beautiful. Looking forward to that.
Now, this mixture in here is flour with corn flour as well. We just find that a little bit of corn flour allows the rolling of
Okay.
the gatumari.
That is a good
easier.
tip
Yeah.
to have in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
keep going. That's right, Rose. And what happened, a lady who used to make gatumari very, very often, she said, Helen, have you ever put corn flour in the flour that you roll the dough on? And I said, no. And she said, give it a try. And we found it works
Actually,
well for us.
I remember my mother when she used to do the ordinary, the
Yeah.
savoury pitas. She would actually put Mrs. they call it in Greece. It's the corn
Yeah.
flour.
Yeah.
And I could see she was rolling out those pastries with a greater ease.
Now, Phyllis, you're going to tell your story about how you learned how to make gatumari.
Yes, so my katamari I learned watching my mummy, which is the name we called my grandmother. She cooked it on, she made it on a green Laminex table, so the memories are there. She's there cooking it or making it first off. And I just kept watching, I was young then, but it's really good how I kept every technique she used. There was no recipe, there was no instruction from my mummy. I could understand a bit of Greek, but she just did everything and I just took it in. And then one day I thought I'll try. And it was purely from the memories of my mummy making it on that table when I was young. And I just did it, and it wasn't how much flour and so on. I just went flour, water, butter, you know. But what I'm really privileged to have is that I can make the gatumari knowing I watched my mummy make it, and she came from Kazi, so she was pure 100% Kazi, and I've been watching her make it as a pure Kazi, you know, that's how they made it on the island. So, yeah, I'm very privileged to have learned that. Oh, yes.
Phyllis has a story also about maxoxilo.
Yeah, well, this is the very maxoxilo that my mummy rolled.
Oh,
so
wow.
that's
So
going
you
back.
How many years is it?
1960 at least.
Yes.
So, yeah. So this is the actual one that she used. I don't really use it that as often, but you know, it's pretty special. So I just keep it somewhere very safe. And yeah, all it is the wood really. It's the thinness and the you know, and I'm sure my mummy probably did the flip as well, but that's something I can't quite do.
Oh, there you are.
Now,
That's a
Rose is lifting it.
Thank you for
lifting
sharing
it
that.
up.
Yes, thank you. That was lovely.
Now,
lifting this up.
with the dough, it's important that the ladies who made the gatumari used to say, "Olo meto mati." No recipe written down, you know what the consistency might be like. And with the flour, they used to say, "Oso alevli bari dozimari." And we all remember that. That means how much water you can add to the flour. Now, Rose is trying to keep it as circular as she possibly can. And her mother would say, you roll the pastry so it's paper thin.
Okay. That's right.
Now, Phyllis, if you could lift up that pastry for Rose and see if you can make it a little bit thinner
From the middle.
and then I can just sprinkle more flour and you can keep going.
We try and get it paper thin.
And it doesn't matter if it just gets a few
What I was
little
going
holes
to
here and
do
there.
while you ladies are stretching that out, I was going to show people this wonderful cookbook, which was published in 2016 from the cooking classes. And guess what, people? That has sold about 4,000 copies in Perth and all around Australia and in the world. So it's really a beautiful book to have. It's almost like the Bible of the Castellorizian cooking. So don't miss out. How can they get hold of this?
Well,
Helen?
they can buy it through the association,
Okay.
and we have other outlets that people are selling it through their businesses. We've only got 55 copies left.
You'll have to do reprints.
But the thing is, it's a wonderful book, and the feedback we get from the young ones, how they use it all the time with their recipes, because they're our traditional grandparents and mothers' recipes.
That's what I was going to actually comment while listening to Phyllis and also yourself going through the memories and the history of how the grandmothers used to say with the mati.
Yes.
How important it is, and it's great what you're doing here, providing cooking classes for the younger generation too, for them, you know, carrying through our traditions and our customs. This is really beautiful. And cooking has a lot more power than we give it credit for.
Yes, that's right.
And then every year I have the youth saying, when's the next gatumari class? They want to redo it to improve their skills.
This is lovely.
So this is it here.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if there's holes.
No, we're not going to
Thank
worry about the holes. Once the gatumaris are made, you won't know if there were holes in the initial rolling out. But notice the girls again are using their hands to spread the butter, and the amount of butter that they're adding is 60 grams melted.
That's not much.
No, but there's more coming.
To cook it.
My
I
mother
won't
used
feel
to
as guilty having it.
My mother used to say, "To gatumari te oligo vutiro." Lots and lots of butter.
Okay.
Now, notice the girls have spread the butter. Now, the next technique is they're going to make a hole in the middle,
centre.
Yes.
and they're going to both of them roll it back.
Oh, I see.
And this is what's going to make the flaky pastry, because you've got layers and layers of filo with butter, and it goes right to the edge of the gatumari.
Yes.
Let the girls.
This
I
is
want to let the girls
interesting.
concentrate.
Yes,
I want
yes.
to let them concentrate because this is
No,
very
we don't
important.
need to. It is important.
But
And
as you say, it's just nice to do these traditions, especially this one. It's very, very traditional.
And you notice it didn't stick on the thing. That's because
So you don't
you've got to have the corn flour, a lot of corn flour underneath.
And you know, we have 3 workshops each year to make the gatumari for the poke, and we thoroughly enjoy it. we made up a lovely group of about 8 to 10 ladies, and we had good times making it and remembering the stories that we grew up with from our parents and grandparents. I remember my grandmother, actually, like Rose did, she'd only use her hands curled under and lift the guttumari, the filo. Now notice what the girls are doing now.
That is
You have to squeeze the butter through the layers and stretch it. Now you would never, it's similar to what the English used to call and make their homemade puff pastry. But now how forward the ladies on Castellorizian were to make pastry out of simple ingredients. Now, another trick. What's going to happen? We're going to cut it in the middle.
Yes.
And watch what the girls do now.
Guys, you're going outside.
They're going to make coils all the way along.
I've never seen that before. Very interesting.
No. And you can see you need a big bench to make it.
Yes.
Otherwise you can't get the pastry paper thin. One thing that is important is to let the pastry rest after this stage.
How long for? Or you can tell by feel?
15-20 minutes. But the initial step that we did with the dough that Phyllis made that was sticky, when we knead it, which Pam, you've got that one there, haven't you, love? Can I have it? That has to be allowed to rest.
Okay.
Now,
That way.
that's the
So that's the one they Phyllis
but
did before?
half of it.
Okay.
We made 2 guttumaria out of this recipe, and that must allow it to rest.
Are you
Please
able
do
to
it.
freeze the dough and then bring it out, or it doesn't?
Yeah, you
no
could.
good results.
You could. Some people have told me they freeze it at that section.
Okay.
I wouldn't freeze it at this stage.
Right.
So this is what we've done there. We've got the coils.
Yes.
And we put that on top like that. Have it together
And now?
like that. And now?
Where's your stencil? Yeah.
Yeah,
We're clever, our ladies at the cooking class. We've learned to keep them even because we make over 30 for the upper pan.
Okay.
We make up a stencil smaller than the fry pan.
Okay.
Right. Now we've cleaned the surface naturally of the bench. The coils are going on the stencils and Rose is going to press them, and you can see their circles as she's pressing them to almost or to the size of the stencil. That's it. And maybe turn it around and go that way.
So press it down so it's all even.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, what's happening, Pam is melting 50 grams of butter in a fry pan. And once that's melted, we add the guttumari to cook the bottom side.
Okay.
Now the bottom side will take at least 10 minutes to cook and brown. You don't overcook it very quickly because it'll crispen on the outside and won't cook in the middle. And after 10 minutes, this is where the butter comes in, Anna.
Okay.
We turn it over and we use 60 grams and we put part of it on the top of the guttumari and part underneath. And that's a lot of butter. You add up
I love butter.
170 grams for one guttumari. So that is a lot of butter. There we are.
There we are.
There we are. And
Now.
there we are. And just Rose is now with Phyllis.
First we put a hole.
Yes.
Oh, you still
Don't
just
forget
put
the
the
hole.
So the butter will
come up.
Come up.
Yeah, we'll make a
Yes.
bigger one.
Okay.
And then this goes in.
And the butter has to be bubbly.
Yeah.
Otherwise it just...
Okay.
And when it's in there, you can always stretch it.
Maybe
your
to
hands.
the size of
Yeah.
the pan.
Well, not quite.
Oh, okay.
Now,
So,
yes.
see that?
Yeah.
The hole
There we
there,
go.
yes.
There's the hole.
Now we've found electric fry pans work really well.
It would be
You-
because they maintain the temperature.
Yes, but some people might cook their guttumari on a normal oven with a fry pan. Now Pam's going to cook that for 10 minutes and then we're going to turn it over.
Okay.
The stencil you can see how the stencils worked and how it makes our life a lot easier.
It does.
Now,
That's the modern side of it.
Yes, yes, it is.
So before it was just...
Our mums didn't
Yes,
use this.
Yeah. And they always got it right from
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, to finish the gattumaria, I'll just bring this over. Now, we wrap the gattumari in foil
Would you
and
like to
also
Baking
paper.
paper. We wrap it
Now,
in. Yeah.
before it goes in this, you've got to sprinkle the gattumari with water to soften the edges, and you sprinkle it with sugar and ground cloves.
Okay.
So if you wouldn't mind unwrapping that to show what we've done before. And we freeze our gattumari like this.
While
after
it's
they're
cooked.
cooked.
Okay. So it's better to freeze them in that stage rather than in the raw stage.
Yeah. And we don't want the foil sitting on the gattumari, that's why we use the baking paper. Now, can you see the gattumari on the surface has got sugar and
Cinnamon.
cloves.
Right, sorry.
Right, and can I say the ladies on Castellorizian and even here use their hands
To break it apart.
Yes.
We can't do that.
No, we use
So the
forks.
girls are going to use 2 forks to break it up, but because we haven't had an opportunity of heating it again, we're going to break it up and sprinkle more sugar and more cloves on, and then we can serve it up.
Beautiful.
Okay. Now, can I mention?
Can't wait.
Yes. And can I mention the ladies on Castellorizian used to cook their gattumaria on an open fire with a tripod on top, and they used a cast iron tray.
Yeah.
It was called a glivina, and they cooked their gattumari that way. When they came to Australia, they used the wooden stoves, the surface of the wooden stoves, with a tray to cook their gattumari. But the electric fry pans came in right about the 1950s, and we all adapted to doing that with the gattumari. It should be a little bit warmer.
Yeah, it's
But
not,
we've
it's not
made
warm
it,
enough.
well, we turned the oven down.
Yeah, it was a
because of the
little bit
sound.
noisy, the
Yeah.
oven.
So if you would mind putting some sugar and cloves on that and serving it up.
Cloves. Lovely cloves.
So do you prefer the cloves to cinnamon, or this is
Oh, definitely.
I think this is more traditional as far as I learned
yes.
from mine.
This is for the team that's been very busy
Yes.
filming, and our ladies. You just keep on adding. That doesn't have. Phyllis is adding more sugar.
I'll
That's
use my
it.
hands.
It's something you don't have all the time.
No.
Sugar, butter, but it is delicious and for celebrations, yeah.
Put the rest on? Yeah. That's good.
It's easy to handle because it's all been wrapped up
Beautiful.
nicely.
Would you like
Yeah.
to put a little serving
Yeah.
here, please, so we can have a
Oh, of course.
taste?
Of course, that's right.
Thank you.
And if it needs more sugar
Beautiful,
and cloves,
thank
go
you.
for it, okay?
Have a
Just
taste.
want to be
Another couple of spoons. So Castellorizian,
Thank you.
enjoy
I
it.
have to try it. It looks delicious.
Thank you.
Sorry, guys. I'll be eating before you.
You're going to get your sample coming soon. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mm,
Nice.
Good?
Lovely.
delicious.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank
this
you.
is our delicious Greek sweet from our beautiful island of Castellorizian. And thank you, Anna, for inviting us to do the
My
demonstration.
pleasure. My pleasure. And I'm sure all our viewers would have enjoyed this segment.
Thank you.
We'll wait for the feedback. Thank you all. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you, Phyllis and Rose and Helen. Thank you.
you.
And also Natalie and Spiro.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Without you, we wouldn't have this show.
Yeah, kaloha
Thank you.
koeba to you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.
This is yummy. We need a good coffee now.
Want to get one? Want to get coffee?